couple of weeks ago, we reviewed how the National Guard wanted to take, was asked to come and look over Brockton High School, and they got denied. Of course, the National Guard was like, "Nah, we ain't dealing with this. We ain't going over your schools. We ain't trying to help y'all clean it up. Nothing like that. Y'all, we're leaving this for the teachers and for the city of Brockton." And I don't blame them. So we got a video now of seeing what the update is after they've asked for the help. Let's tune into the video and see what's happening in the streets of Brockton, Massachusetts.
The Brockton School District is taking steps to make its schools safer. It is planning to hire a director of security and double its security staff. It also commissioned an independent audit of its security.
Yeah, the fights in the high school have really dominated the headlines. But what is it like in Brockton High on just a normal day? WBZ's Christina Rex spent 2 days there and brings us an exclusive look at the challenges the school is facing on a daily basis.
Not an airport or a government building.
Good morning.
Instead, a high school. It's a school you've heard about a lot lately.
Students at one high school are so out of control, educators, they're calling in the National Guard.
But ask the superintendent of Brockton Public Schools.
Brockton High School is not just fights. It's more than fights.
A letter sent by half the Brockton School Committee to the governor last month referenced a, quote, disturbing increase in incidents related to violence, referencing kids roaming the halls and leaving school property. The result was a firestorm of attention, even a report calling Brockton High the most dangerous school in America.
Brockton High is the most dangerous school in America? That's what they're saying about Brockton. That's what they're saying about Brockton. And it's unfortunately sad, because I know a lot of people there. I know a lot of people that have been there, have gone there, and they are not a reflection of this. But the bad people that are going there are making it so bad for the other kids that it's looking like it's one of the worst schools in America.
Brockton High, the most dangerous school in America.
The letter that was sent to the governor was not a stunt. We heard our teachers, we heard our students.
So what is it really like behind closed doors? We spent 2 days inside Brockton High for a firsthand look. No blowout brawls, no mutiny in the halls in our 2 days at the school. Students and staff admit there is a problem.
Go Boxers! Woo!
It starts at morning announcements.
Miss Bennett, social science.
This list, teachers absent without a substitute. On this particular day, there were 16. Kids who should be in those classes learning are instead in the cafeteria, supervised by one teacher on duty.
Thank you.
Angela Gerodier is a teacher and a 2018 graduate.
How is the Brockton High you teach at?
Oh, she's like 20 years old. And y'all expect a bunch of students to go and now listen to this young whippersnapper right here? She's not even 100 pounds. She's probably 190 something pounds. I'm saying she's about 93. A lot of kids are probably scooping her up and tossing her overboard. I'm hoping not, obviously, but I'm just saying if it's really like that, then it's probably gonna happen. This is the best they got. Not saying that she's not good. I'm just saying there needs to be more.
Yeah, the same or different from the Brockton High you graduated from?
There was a stricter demerit system. Like, we couldn't even wear spaghetti straps. There were a lot more teachers around.
Staffing levels are the heart of the issue. An $18 million budget deficit discovered this past summer led to 113 teacher layoffs in the district. Now the school can't fill positions.
Kids are like, well, I'm going to do whatever I want to do because there isn't consistency. And I think these kids respond well to consistency. That's what.
My question is, why do they take out an education in their budget? Education for the schools, security for the schools, resources for the schools are absolutely needed, especially if it's a big school that has thousands of kids.
happens when you see a teacher stay.
I think we have the exact same issues that any high school, any place, anywhere has, but we have more people. So if you look at it, it seems worse than it is.
That bad rep has actually dwindled enrollment.
We've lost 800 kids. How you doing?
With 3,700 kids right now, Brockton High is still the largest public school in Massachusetts and one of the largest in the country. It's broken down into 4 houses to give kids a tighter.
That is a college. That's not a high school. They need to build another high school, if anything. They got 4 different sections in high school. That's too big. How are they supposed to teach 3,700 students with the little amount of staff that they have? How are they really supposed to control 3,700 students with a little bit of security? How? I don't understand how they could do this. And I know it's, like I said, I know it's not all the kids. I know that there's some kids that are out there that are doing their thing. And that's good for them. But again, this is a college. That's how much people are there. It's way too much kids. They have to split it up somehow. Some kids is going to have to go to another high school. Or they're just going to have to build another high school. Instead of taking away $18 million, put it towards building another school.
Knit community. I need to see IDs, friends. Teachers' heads are on a swivel for skippers or wanderers. Because while many students flourish in their classrooms,
The momentum stays the same.
when violence breaks out, it happens in the rush of a crowded hall.
If you're not where you're supposed to be, they'll snatch you in the hallway straight like that, put you in in-house.
That's why a walk of rounds with Principal McCaskill sounds like,
I got that ID. I'm loving it. All right, folks, let's go. Get that hood for me. Get that hood for me. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
This idea that Brockton High is an unsafe place to walk down the hall. Is that true to you? No. I have not felt unsafe once.
kids speak truths that grown-ups often overlook.
What do you think about the fact?
How you not feel unsafe once, but they asked him for the National Guard to be deployed? What? Some students, I mean, some teachers are just not. They're not on the same page, I'm guessing.
That we're doing a story inside Brockton High.
I think Brockton High is an amazing school. It's just the bad side gets out too much. We gotta spread the good side of it.
What's it like to go to school here?
It depends day to day. One day you could have a really good day at the school, and then the next day it's like completely out of control.
Have you ever witnessed a fight here?
Like once or twice, I think.
In my 4 years, I've never seen a fight in person. Snapchat's a different story.
And there, the new major challenge
That's
lies in the
crazy.
palms of students' hands.
That's crazy.
Everybody has a cell phone now, so when it gets out, it just gets blown up.
It's that moment, captured online, that perpetuates that bad reputation.
It feels worse because I could see the same video clip of the same fight 15 times.
So for now, metal detectors, ID scans, Brockton School Police presence, and clearing the halls.
All right, let's go, gentlemen. Let's go.
As the school takes its next steps toward a safer tomorrow. Inside Brockton High School, Christina Rex, WBZ News.
Wow. That is some great coverage of inside of Brockton High, which we did not get the last time. We only got they need to get the National Guard here. We have a lack of teachers. We have a lack of security. That's what they were saying the last time. But this is a much, much better video, letting us know that it's not as bad as it seems. It's not as bad as it seems. I'm still not putting my kids in there, but, to each his own. If this is what they like, then we'll see. We'll see what happens. I prefer a more organized school. I prefer a more smaller school. And I feel like, well, I don't want to say I feel like, I know that kids would probably not get as much attention educational wise with so many students. How can one teacher teach a class of 50 students in a high school and expect everyone to be, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. No. No, it's too much people. It's too much people and not enough staff. But it seems like it's at least they don't need the National Guard there. And that's good news. That is great news, honestly. Shout out to Brockton High for getting it back together. But shoot, y'all still need to do better, honestly. Y'all have a terrible reputation. Big school, terrible reputation. But thank you guys for tuning in. Let me know how you guys feel about that video down in the comments below.